Today we are making deli sandwich and soup. The cooking utensils we need are a plate and a bowl, a butter knife, an adapted knife, a can opener if you need it, a toaster, and a cutting board. The ingredients are lettuce, tomato, cheese, deli meat or tuna, bread or a bun, and then a can of soup and any condiments like mayonnaise or ketchup or butter that you want. So we'll check in with Megan.
Hello.
The plate and bowl.
So we don't have a bowl, and we'll explain why when we get to the soup, but you may need a bowl for your soup.
Yep. And then a butter knife, adapted knife, can opener on the drying mat, and you may or may not need this one. Toaster.
Everyone's toaster is different. Yours may have 2 slices or 4 or be a different color, but that's your toaster.
And then the cutting board. And then the ingredients are lettuce, tomato, cheese.
We have a cheddar cheese, whatever kind of sliced cheese that you have or that you like is fine.
And then either deli meat or a packet of tuna.
So we have this packet of ham. If you look at the cooking tip or shopping tip, there are lots of different options. This is a 1 sandwich size, and then for tuna, there is also like 1 serving size packets that you can get.
Okay, and then bread or bun.
Yep, so this is our bread. Whatever bread or bun you want to put your sandwich on is fine.
And then talk about our cans of soups that we have.
So soup has a lot of salt or sodium in it, and so there are lots and lots and lots of options. But we really want you to pick a soup that under the 1 serving, that it has less than
700-ish.
700 or 800 milligrams of sodium. And so this is progressive. This is a light version, so it has even fewer calories and some sodium. But the progressive soups are also gluten-free, which is part of why we picked this one. But there are also options of just 1 serving soups that are under that sodium level and that you can cook right in this container. And so that's why we don't have a bowl. We're gonna cook this one. But if you cook soup out of a can like this, you cannot microwave it in the metal can. So you do need a bowl. So that's we have. We're gonna cook loaded potato soup with some little crunchy crouton thingies.
Yeah. So the directions say to set the ingredients on the counter, and if we are going to use the vegetables, to carefully cut them into sandwich slices.
So we have a tomato here, and we've got our knife, and we're going to cut the top of the tomato off because we don't want to eat where the stem connects. So we're just going to press down thick tomato with our knife and cut that top part off. And then we are going to use the knife, hopefully. And
oh, it's falling apart on us.
It is. So we're trying. Our tomato's a little squishy, so it might happen. But we're gonna cut a slice. There's half a slice. We're gonna try another one to go on to our sandwich.
So squishy.
It is.
So we'll do half slices of tomatoes.
Yeah, we got 2 half slices.
Yum.
So sometimes the stem of the tomato comes down and it gets all the way through the tomato. So I'm just taking my little butter knife. You could use your adapted knife, and I'm just cutting the kind of the center part out so that it's all tomato and not any of the stem.
And when you go shopping for tomatoes, find very firm ones, not squishy ones, like me.
So lettuce is an easier one. We don't really need to cut. If we have a head of lettuce, what we really want to do is just take some of these leaves that are on the outside, and we'll use these for our sandwich. So you can kind of break it in 2, or you can fold it. You can just kind of tear it down the edge, and this will lay really nicely on top of your sandwich.
Now that our vegetables are cut, it says to make the soup, we follow the directions on the soup can to heat it up.
So our directions for this one say we're going to peel back the top and cover And then we're gonna put it in the microwave for 1 minute and let it rest for 1 minute before we take it out because it's gonna be super hot. So this lid comes off. And then this, I don't need a can opener because it pulls. And a lot of the soup cans will have this now. You can be really careful both for that.
It's splattered.
But also because it's metal and it's sharp on the edges. So keep your fingers away from the edges.
And then we put the lid back on. Let's check.
Let's see. Peel back cover from bowl and remove, and then microwave.
Okay, no lid. Let's do it.
Put it in the microwave. Make sure your microwave tray is in. And then we will do time cook for
1 minute.
1 minute. Start. All right.
Now that our soup's in the microwave, we can start on our bread. So I like to have my sandwich warm. So it says place the bread in the toaster on setting number 2.
So this setting will make it so that the bread is warm and a little bit toasty, but not super crunchy.
So it's on setting number 2. And if you want it more well done, then you just put it back in when it pops up. Once the toast comes out of the toaster, we gotta let it cool off, but then we're gonna spread a condiment on each piece of toast. So Megan, tell us about different condiments that we can use.
So we have a brown mustard, but you may also have just a yellow mustard. Some people like mayonnaise. We have a Chick-fil-A Polynesian sauce. Maybe you like hummus on your sandwich. But then butter. But then there's also pickles that you can add. Really, a condiment is just anything that you like to put on your sandwich that adds flavor and makes it delicious to you.
Okay.
All right, so our toast is out. It's my sandwich. I'm gonna put mustard on because that's what I like. So I'm just gonna drizzle a little bit of mustard on my bread. I'm gonna spread it. I'm just gonna splatter it. And then we're going to add our toppings. So the first thing I'm going to add is my meat. So tears open, and I've got slices of meat in here. There's a whole bunch. I don't know that I want all of these on my sandwich, so you can kind of decide how many you want. So here's one. It says the whole package is a serving, so if you want to eat it, great. I'm gonna put 5 slices on mine. And then I'm going to add cheese. My hands are slimy. Alright, like I said, we have cheddar cheese. I'm gonna take 1 slice of cheese. I'm gonna put it on top of my ham. And then I'm going to add my tomato slices and my lettuce. I'm going to put my other piece of toast on, and then you've got your handy dandy adapted knife, and you can cut your sandwich in half.
Yum.
Put it on your plate.
And then our soup has been in the microwave. It waited 1 minute for us. And looks like we'll have a little bit to clean up.
And this particular soup came with some lovely crouton-y toppings. So we're just gonna go ahead and add those on. We can put it on our plate with our sandwich, and voila.